Saudi clubs eyeing up another Arsenal star after failed transfer bid in the summer. Clubs in Saudi Arabia are reportedly eyeing up a potential free transfer swoop for Arsenal midfielder Jorginho, who is nearing the end of his contract at the Emirates Stadium. The Brazilian-born Italy international has had a decent impact during his time at Arsenal, even if he's never been quite as much of an automatic starter as he was for most of his Chelsea career. Jorginho's quality and experience makes him a useful presence in Mikel Arteta's squad, but he's had even less playing time so far this term, and Vigacs claim he is possibly set to receive an opportunity to become the latest big-name player to move to the Saudi Pro League. Arsenal fans will likely have mixed feelings about this, as Jorginho might still have a role to play in midfield, where the team could find themselves lacking depth if players like Declan Rice, Thomas Partey, and Mikel Merino get injured or suspended. Jorginho is the latest Arsenal player to attract Saudi interest, but he will make the move, or will it end up like the Leandro Trossard saga? The Gunners rejected a Saudi bid for Trossard in the summer, but the difference with Jorginho is that the 32-year-old is set to be out of contract in not that long, meaning he can even start negotiating a move for next season from January onwards, provided it's not with another English club. If Jorginho does leave, Arsenal surely need to strengthen in midfield again soon, with Arteta making plenty of changes in that area of the pitch in recent times, allowing Granit Xhaka to leave just over a year ago, while big names like Rice and Merino have arrived. Still, it seems we could be set to see more turnover in that area of Arteta's squad if this Jorginho to Saudi story ends up turning into something more concrete in the months ahead. Ian Wright shares what everyone at Arsenal worries about with Bukayo Saka. Bukayo Saka has started the new season I, just like you, would have expected of him for Arsenal. The 23-year-old has become such a reliable figure, not just at the club level for Mikel Arteta, but also for his country. It shouldn't be a surprise, but after 7 Premier League matches, no player has more assists in Europe's top 5 leagues than Arsenal's Hale and Star 7. That's why Ian Wright thinks Saka is underrated, because he has gone from that fresh-faced teenager who was handed his debut by Unai Emery but is now flourishing under Arteta. Heading to international duty, there is talk of whether Saka should start on the right for England or Chelsea's informed star Cole Palmer. If that happens, it'd just be music to the ears of the Arsenal fans, because it means Saka resting up because he has already started 12 matches in all competitions. That was touched upon by Wright, and the worry everyone at Arsenal has about their player because he is playing a lot of games last season. Saka played close to 4,000 minutes, and many feel that he is being overworked both for his club and country. Even when Arsenal beat League One side Bolton in the EFL Cup last month, Saka played over 70 minutes when he could have easily been rested. That's why Wright is hopeful that Saka doesn't break down, given that he is playing Premier League, League Cup, FA Cup, and international football, as he told Premier League Productions. Real Madrid make first contact with Arsenal star over ambitious transfer. Real Madrid have reportedly made contact with Arsenal over the potential transfer of star player William Saliba, as they eye this ambitious deal for 2025. Saliba has been a hugely important player for the Gunners in the last few years, and it seems there could now be a worry for the North London Giants, as Madrid have made first contact with the player's entourage, according to Le Temps Sport. The France international could clearly be a dream signing for Los Blancos, who will want to bring in a long-term replacement sometime soon for Antonio Rudiger, who remains a key player for the club, but who is not getting any younger. Rudiger himself recently named Saliba as a signing he'd love to see for Madrid, so perhaps we are really starting to see the slow operation starting to attempt to turn his head. Saliba has a contract at Arsenal until 2027, so that should be some comfort to the club's fans, as there is no immediate need to sell to avoid the risk of him losing for free or below market value. This will be an interesting test for this new look Arsenal, who have made great strides with Mikel Arteta as manager and Edu as a sporting director. Arsenal had been a real mess for the latter part of Arsene Wenger's reign, and part of that was due to losing star players to bigger clubs, with notable examples being Fabregas moving to Barcelona, Robin van Persie moving to Manchester United, and numerous others. Losing Saliba to Real Madrid would be a similarly huge blow, and Arteta surely can't get this team to where he wants it to be if this deal is allowed to happen. Fabrizio Romano recently admitted, though, that he did not see Saliba leaving Arsenal, so fans will hope this doesn't end up amounting to anything. Romano's comments came following Saliba being linked with PSG, so Real might not be the only club to watch out for here. Arsenal star on Eurogiant's list of transfer targets following injury blow. Arsenal defender Jakub Kivior is reportedly among the names of Juventus' list of transfer targets to potentially bring in cover for the injured Grayson Bremer. Bremer recently picked up a problem that could keep him out for some time, and it seems Gunners' ace Kivior is emerging as an option for Juve as they look for someone to fill in that role, according to Italian outlet Tuttosport. Arsenal fans will likely have mixed feelings about this, as Kivior has been a solid squad player, and he is surely just what Mikel Arteta will need over the course of a long-term and challenging campaign where the team will surely have injuries and suspensions to contend with. The Poland international himself, however, might be keen to consider his options away from the Emirates Stadium if he can get more playing time, as he is probably unlikely to force his way into Arteta's starting 11 anytime soon. It's hard to know how this saga will pan out, as Arsenal will surely push to keep the 24-year-old for at least a few more months, perhaps then reconsidering their position in the summer when they'd have more time to think about bringing in a replacement. Kivior might not exactly be able to force a move, but at the same time, if he gets a tempting proposal from a big club like Juventus, it might be hard for him to turn down, and then Arsenal might have to think about whether or not they want to force an unhappy player to stay. Kivior previously shone in a spell in Italy with his former club Spezia, so another stint in Serie A might suit him well, with Juventus perhaps more likely to be able to give him a key role in their squad. At Arsenal, there is surely just too much competition from the likes of William Saliba, Gabriel Magalhaes, Jurriën Timber, Riccardo Calafiori, and Alexander Zinchenko. Ian Wright says he really wants Arsenal fans to stick with £45 million player. Speaking on the Wright's House podcast, Ian Wright has been discussing Jesus' recent performances, and while he says it's not going well at the moment, he has urged Arsenal fans to stick by the Brazilian. Wright urged Arsenal supporters to stand by the £45 million man. Arsenal fans have been getting a tad fed up of Jesus after a barren run in front of goal. Jesus is yet to find the net this season, and he's lost his place in the team to Kai Havertz in recent months. Adrian Clark told Arsenal fans to not write Jesus off, and now Wright has shared a similar message. He said, "Can I just say about Gabriel Jesus? I feel the need to support him right now. I know there is a feeling that we may have outgrown him, but when he came, he leveled us up. We will definitely need him at some stage. I think it's important for Arsenal fans to support him, and they have to get behind him. He is trying so hard himself at the moment. We are going to need him. We need to give him the confidence. Listening to the murmurings and the way the fans are, please, man, back this guy, stay with him. He wants to do so well, and he just needs support." It's been a little while since Jesus has delivered in a big game for Arsenal, but technically, he is still one of the Gunners' best players. As Wright says, Jesus is lacking confidence at the moment and things aren't clicking, but if he can find a way to relax into his game and find a bit of form, he is a deadly weapon. Jesus is a four-time Premier League winner for a reason. He knows how to get over the line in those big moments, and that sort of experience will be invaluable for Arsenal if they are to win the league title this season. Fabrizio Romano drops latest on attacker with 35 goal contribution as Arsenal contact his entourage. Jonathan David is a highly sought after player at the moment, with several clubs across Europe including Arsenal reportedly keen on securing his services. David is now in the final year of his contract at Lille after failing to secure a move away in the summer, making him an appealing free agent target for clubs next summer. Among the Premier League clubs interested in him, Arsenal seemed to be the most advanced in their pursuit, with a recent report stating that the Gunners have already approached the player's inner circle. However, a move is not going to be straightforward for the North London club, given the massive interest in him from top clubs within the Premier League and across Europe, including Spanish giants Barcelona. Fabrizio Romano has shared the latest on him, confirming that the player is having conversations with the clubs across England, Italy, and Spain. However, he suggested that the player's decision is not expected to be financially motivated and is going to consider several other factors. Speaking on the debrief, he said, I don't think this is a topic for October, November, December, or January. It will be for the second half of the season. He will consider several things, not just financially, the project, the managers, so he is not going to decide now. For sure, he is having conversations with several clubs, not him, his agent, clubs in England, and clubs in Italy, clubs in Spain. Jonathan David is one of the biggest names on the market for the summer of 2025. Again, before making any decisions, he will take his time. It's not something for now or something for 2024. Jonathan David will explore his options, but for sure, I expect him to leave Lille as a free agent. The 24-year-old scored 26 goals and assisted 9 in 47 games across all competitions for the French side last season, with 19 of those goals coming in the league. In 196 games across all competitions for the club since joining in 2020, he has scored 92 and assisted another 20. Those impressive numbers show why so many clubs are keen on signing him, especially considering he is available on a free transfer. I will be uploading daily Arsenal news, so keep your eyes on the channel and don't forget to like and subscribe. I appreciate your support. Peace out.